Hello, hello, hello. This is the Rug Detective Show. Hope all is well, guys. Coming to you with another show. So today we're not going to do a project review. We're going to actually talk about some rugs that have occurred in this space within, the last few months or so, and the things that you can do as an investor to be able to learn from it. So there's one thing providing reviews about projects, but there's other things is how to ensure, based on what has occurred in the market in terms of certain scams and rug pulls and minting options, and really dissecting these previous projects that went wrong, and then finding ways that one can be able to learn from this, yes, even if you were not involved or you didn't lose any money. So just to really help the ecosystem. So today we're going to talk about Ultrastake. It was website was ultrastake.digital. This is now down. This goes to like a porn site, so do not click on it. And then they had a Telegram group as well, so this is also basically down. So this basically said, with this company, the ultimate aim was to a deflationary staking platform, heavily incentivizing holding and discouraging selling, promoting positive price movement. So obviously really focusing on the whole staking mechanism that we see quite a lot of. It's quite a saturated space, but people really build these staking mechanisms for ways to be able to generate money for the holders, essentially, and also staking to hopefully then increase the value of the token. So this is what they came out with. They actually created a Twitter account August 2020, had 46 followers. They didn't actually tweet. So there were no tweets whatsoever, or maybe if they did, they cancelled it. And if we want to go further to find out more information about this specific project, so what they did is they really extremely aggressive in terms of the marketing they did. So if you really scroll down, they utilized influencers. So influencers such as the Ball Run, Gravano, who's obviously blocked us, because he's been involved in a few scams, unknowingly or not, I don't know, but anyway. So he basically shilled this specific project. And then you have other individuals such as Fees Crypto and so on and so forth. Not blaming this specific chap, but I'm just saying he actually shilled this project. And then what basically happened is they actually done an AMA as well. If I recall, they said they did an AMA with gem collectors. Again, not saying they were involved in this specific, but just really working you through and informing you, the strategy this specific company, this fraudulent company did to be able to get capital. So they built their awareness, they built their brand, their recognition by getting well-known shillers, by getting Telegram groups that have a lot of followers to be able to do like AMAs. They did like giveaways to be able to incentivize people. So if we then move on, so this is information from someone said, I'm terribly sorry about what happened with Ultrastake. Shell shocked and disappointed. Hopefully we can bounce back. Someone said, extremely sorry, boys. I just didn't see it coming. I'm going to reevaluate my method. So reevaluate my method. Definitely would recommend that you go to the rug detective checklist that I have. If you go to my Twitter account, you can be able to just click that here in the bio. This is a checklist that you can be able to follow based on any project. Goes from on-page, off-page analysis, pre-sales, information about whether the company's locked the tokens or not. So once they've listed, the tokenomics, team dev marketing tokens, and then look at the staking or smart contract vulnerabilities. This can be obviously audited by ourselves, so we can take a look at it. And then connecting the blacklisted wallets. So click on this link. This will go to a breakdown of blacklisted wallets based on creators and previous projects that were rug pulls, scams. So ultimately, this is what they said. So now if we really combed through the data, so what basically happened here was a contract was created. So I'm now on Etherscan. A contract was created from this specific address. And ultimately, this was 64 days ago. and this contract was created. They then ultimately, with this contract, just trying to get this details. Yeah, so once the contract was actually created, they then sent, if we just go here, okay, so once the contract was created, okay, just give me a second, guys, just following the whole path of what happens here. Token. Okay, so we'll go to Ultra token here. We'll take a look. Good. So the contract was actually created here with 10 million total supply. And then, so this is 65 days ago. This was done by this specific individual. Where is it here? Yeah. So contract was created here, and basically 10 million. And then 10 million was actually then transferred in blocks to 3 different contracts, wallets. So one was 300,000, 2.7, 500,000. And so what we'll do is we'll just click on these specific contracts just to see exactly what happened here. So basically this shows the holder, and then this again shows where this funds actually went. It shows the token holder of this amount, and then also this is the other amount. So then if we then take a look at what actually happened here, some of the contracts that were created with, it went from this specific ID. Okay, so just stay. So this is this specific Etherscan that created this specific contract 64 days ago. And then basically it seems like there was a pre-sale that took place. They raised like 170 ETH. So at that time it was probably less than 1,000, and now it's obviously 1,345. And with that 170 ETH, they then essentially just rug pulled and basically then moved that money, as you can see, from this specific contract to this address of 229,000 right now. So if we then click on this specific address, we can be able to see what actually happened here. So 145 days ago, this contract, they basically was created, put in 1 ETH, and then after the token, once they started receiving the pre-sale, so this is 61 days later, basically moved 170 ETH into this specific wallet. And then once it arrived in the wallet, it then moved out of the wallet to this specific contract, moved here, and then this went into Kraken. So Kraken is a centralized exchange for crypto. So it moved 170 into this specific exchange. There has been attempts by the holders or people that put money in the pre-sale to actually contact his support, but I think nothing has occurred. There's nothing productive as an outcome has actually occurred from it. So I don't think Kraken has done anything. But what we're trying to say now is what we could do basically is then take a look at the contract or where it actually came from. So interacted here. So if we just go back, we can actually see, so 61 days ago, just give me a second here. So that went in here. So this is just working through the whole process, what happened. What we can do basically is we can be able to keep an eye on the contract that was created here with this specific wallet 64 days ago, number one, just to see if there's any movements or new contracts that's being created. So I would essentially then add this wallet to the scam list here, and then also I will then put down Ultra token. So this essentially is a reference point when you're looking to take a look at a project, especially in pre-sale, because it's extremely high risk. You'll then start connecting dots. Okay, let's look at the pre-sale wallets. Let's look at the contract creator of this specific wallet. Are there any red flags? And then we'll start essentially connecting the dots there. I can also, so this is 62 days ago. If I then take a look at, so 140 days ago, so this was moved, so 82 days ago. So this is the type of research you'll do just to look at how recent some of these wallets in terms of movement that's actually been occurring in these specific wallets. Then, okay, and then we'll take a look at this contract 61. There is actually another contract where there's been some movement over the last few days. So I'm also going to do some more research and add that. But essentially what I'm trying to do is to say to you, there's a lot of rug pulls that's happening on a daily basis. You know, 150 ETH, 200 ETH, 50 ETH, 10 ETH. There's no way that with any due diligence that you can be able to prevent it 100%. But the ultimate aim is to be able to help you within this process. So it's unfortunate for those that were involved in this. Please make sure you download this checklist. Please make sure you download this scam list or click on the link to be able to get this information. So just to prevent from you getting involved, you're asking questions about the project. You're taking a look at the shillers, people that are shilling this specific project. You're tracking previous scams or rug pulls in terms of the creator wallets with this list to see if anything stands out. And I'll be adding more very soon. If you do have any, let me know. We're covering the cracks. So this is something to be aware of. Stay safe out there, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.